What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lean in real quick, child. Me and Robert are back to talk about some more hot topic, hot tea that's going on right now. This is like one of the special segments for the lean. That's why I said we're gonna lean in real quick. We're gonna get in, we're gonna get out. So we're here to talk about this interview with Joseline Hernandez and Wendy Williams on the Wendy Williams Show. Welcome back, Robert. We just saw you for the reunion on Monday. You'll be back next week. But on today's topic, how are you doing and how are you feeling?
I'm good, and I'm excited to talk about this. Jocelyn and Wendy wore me out. So, baby, I'm ready to dive on in. Thank you for having me again. I done leaned in so much at this point, I'm about to just lean over.
Oh, come on, lean over. I'm about to add that on my little list. So let's talk about it. Basically, last week we talked about, Andy going on Wendy's show, and then, she called Candy disgusting. So I really was kind of surprised on where this interview was going and why it went the way it went, because I know Joseline was privy to maybe what Wendy said. Maybe she would, I don't know. Because Joseline, she's a special young woman. But basically, if you don't know, Joseline has a show coming out, season 2 actually, Joseline's Cabaret. I watched somewhat of season 1, and season 2 is coming out. I didn't finish it all, but basically, I want to show y'all the clip, basically what started this interview, and then we'll get into the actual conversation, because I want y'all to know exactly what's going on if you haven't already seen it.
For some reason, I wouldn't recognize you if I saw you. You look different every time I see you. In a good way.
Hopefully it's in a good way,
yes.
Miss Wendy. Because, Miss Wendy, I just must say this to you first. Okay. I hope you're going to give me my flowers today. I hope you're going to honor how much work I've put out there. I hope you're going to, not kind of like throw this off as...
Okay, so, Robert, with the clip being there, and we've both seen it, what were your thoughts on this initially, from the moment that, Miss Joseline was rolled on out in her little TV screen? What were your thoughts?
The rolling her out on the TV screen took me out, yeah. I was peeing. But it's so funny because Joseline ain't even give a hey, how you doing? Nothing. Joseline came right into it. She came in like, I premeditated. Joseline was like, you know what? I don't even care about this damn interview. I don't care about promoting my show. I just want to set Wendy straight.
Right.
So, baby, Joseline, it took me out. And then, I don't know why I expected something different from her.
Joseline?
Baby.
Well, she's been so low-key lately. Like, I feel like she really hasn't been, like, in like, the public eye lately, other than her show. She's been, I don't want to say on her best behavior, but she's kind of been, like, just cool. She didn't really have many moments since she left, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I mean, Atlanta, the Cabaret is like, they showing the scene with a double homicide. But I didn't expect her to go like that because, like I said, it seemed like it was definitely premeditated. She clearly, Wendy stated later on that she had an issue with her and the producer screaming in her ear. So it seemed like it was just something going on. But my thoughts, like, I just don't understand why she would be seeking validation from Wendy. Like, somebody who was paid to be messy, to say whatever, to get it. Like, at this moment, honestly, I'm just going to say, Joseline, you should have just promoted your show. Because this is a huge platform. This is a huge platform. So I don't understand. Like, I get it. You want to set Wendy straight. But do the interview. Let it get out there. Market your... Exactly. Market your show, honey, because it comes on Zeus, and I'm not saying Zeus ain't much, but Zeus is still not it's not out there like Bravo. The viewers, they gotta pretty much,
It ain't damn accredited like every.
Exactly. Like, they gotta work just as hard as for their viewers as I do for this YouTube channel. So I'm just saying, like, it's a streaming app. They got the. I'm just saying they gotta work hard too. So.
Oh, please, subscribe.
Right, please. Again, make sure you subscribe. But that's what Zeus has to do, because Zeus has not gotten to that point yet. I'm not discrediting anybody that has a show there, because I don't even have one there. But still, like, come on, girl. Like, use this platform. promote your stuff. Like really, we're talking about it. Double homicide is huge right now. Girl, talk about double homicide. Talk about double abortions. I don't know. I just felt like she should have, and it was the wrong time. But she kept going on about these flowers. So, you know.
Yes, child. Jocelyn act like she ain't never got a flower in her goddamn life. She been with this man 4 years. He ain't give her no damn flowers. She better go, baby girl, you are still a flower. She better get a damn rose or something. Let me tell you something. Wendy told the woman that you look, I wouldn't even notice you because you look different every time I see you. And she said, but in a good way. Then Jocelyn comes back and said, well, hopefully in a good way. And Wendy, listen, I want to know if you're going to give me flowers.
Give my flowers.
It was just like,
well, I'm just going to say, you know,
flowers.
And you know, Wendy gave her a flower, and then Jocelyn said, "Well, you need to give me more." She said,
"Baby, Wendy said your flower."
When that flower flew across my little iPhone 12 screen, I said, "Oh shit, where is this about to go?"
Wendy threw her that damn flowers up and said, "Here, girl, flowers. Now come on, get back to scheduled programming." Shit.
Listen, Wendy said, "Here go a flower, and then show me them shoes, girl."
Yes, but let me tell you something. This has been one of the most interesting Wendy Williams clips I've seen since her and Omarosa.
Yeah,
because it was definitely giving attack.
No,
but Wendy was real shady too. She was really shady too.
She was shady. I'm gonna tell you what, you know, with Joseline, like we know Joseline. She ain't gonna take no shit. She's a ticking time bomb, and not saying Wendy gotta walk on eggshells, but Joseline does not know how to get her point across, you know what I'm saying, without throwing shade, without attack mode. If you throw shade at her, she gonna attack. You know what I'm saying? Just like even the moment when she was like, I have the #1 show in the country. What did Wendy say? You have the #1 show on what? Zeus. And I'm like, Wendy, girl, like, now this is very true, but girl, like you basically, you added fuel to the fire. She already on edge. Like, I just feel like as Wendy, she maybe should have retracted a little bit just so it could, it could kind of, simmer the fire down a little bit. Huh?
But it's not Wendy. That's not what Wendy give. It wasn't going to digress. It wasn't going to do all of that. It just wasn't. Baby, because it was funny because she said the #1 show in the country. Wendy said on Zeus. She said in the country. Wendy said, okay.
But what I'm saying is, that's not Wendy, but Wendy was so focused on getting back to the show, right? So if she want to get back to the show, the best thing is to put this fire out because right now it's burning my stage up. She irritated. Jocelyn ain't stopped talking. Like, it's honestly the worst kind of interview ever. It's like, and I applaud Wendy because Wendy was really able to really back in. At least she tried to. Let me show this clip for those who haven't seen it with the flower, and then we'll continue with the conversation because I want everybody to see this damn flower, child.
Joseline,
for people of color.
Joseline,
it's true.
Here's a flower. Come on. There's a flower. I just gave you flowers.
You should give me more flowers. You should give me more flowers, and you should be real proud that I've accomplished what I accomplished.
Johnson said, give me more flowers. I'm sorry, that took me out. So now what if Wendy had started, got some more flowers and started saying, here. I would have died.
You'll get a flower. You'll get a flower.
Baby, I would have died in the bathroom I was watching it in because I would have fell out. I just want to say, go ahead.
I'd have just said, child, please get Joseline an address. We about to send her some flowers right now.
Oh, you know what?
We're gonna see your arrangement, child. Damn, that lady, I don't know why she was so pressed for them flowers.
Yeah.
I'm about to cuss.
I just didn't get what she was going at. She started mentioning that, when black women come on the show. And honestly, I feel like, I'm not trying to say what Joseline was saying. Like, nothing about that was invalid at all. Like, what she was saying,
I said, I don't think it was wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't wrong. It's just that it came from the wrong person, wrong messenger. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it would take for somebody now. If Candy came on the show and said something like that, it would hold more weight. But Joseline, I'm not saying we don't take her seriously, but it just came out of nowhere in a moment where we really, we've seen Wendy kind of praise Joseline in other ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, only in the Wendy way. Wendy only gonna praise you in so many ways before she shades you. I'm sorry. That's just what she does. So, I don't really know what Joseline was expecting, but baby, the only flower she was getting that day was the flower that was sitting next to her, and I don't even know if it was a real flower, or maybe it was. I don't know, cause I ain't seen no water.
She ain't getting no real damn flower from Wendy's, and I don't actually think that Wendy don't always talk about her in the negative light. I think she judged Joseline for what Joseline shows us, and then Joseline has to understand what she's shown the world over the years. Yeah. So like, I don't know what kind of flowers she want. I go pick a piece of grass up off the ground and give it to her, because it's not. And I'm not trying to knock her accomplishments or anything, but I don't know what I'm giving her flowers.
I think Joseline is in a place to where she wants to, like some people, like my best friend, like he likes people to acknowledge that he's grown, because many of us come from different paths. You know what I'm saying? There's a point where I was very confrontational, still confrontational, but there's a point to where I was real confrontational. I don't really seek validation from anybody to tell me that I've grown, because I know what I have. But some people, like, for people to be like, oh, because like she's not the same Joseline, or she's not. I guess what she was trying to say was she's from the gutter, so she has a whole show and things like that. So I get where she's coming from, but you're not getting that from Wendy, honey. You can take that over to you can go over town somewhere else and get that, like at maybe a public speaking event, or you can go to a college where something, but you ain't getting it from Wendy Williams. I'm sorry, and I think that's what Joseline wasn't seeing. Huh?
She better go back to the Cabaret. She'll get it from them.
Oh, yes, she would get it from the Cabaret. She would definitely get it from the Cabaret. And then, like I said, I think Wendy did a good job with the interview. She brought it back. She tried. She started asking questions. She started asking some very messy questions. Because I'm thinking, like, well, damn, she asking about Stevie J. She asking about Faith. Like, did she think she don't really get a real answer from Joseline? I mean, even if this hadn't happened, she probably would have got the same answer that she said. Who is that? It would have been the same answer, whether she was mad or not. Do you agree?
I agree, but this is the funny part. She said, Stevie J, I don't know him. She said, Faith Evans. She said, and I really don't know her.
But that is Joseline. What I can say is I'm surprised that she didn't close her little laptop or close whatever she had, because I don't know how the interview went on for 8 minutes. I'm surprised that it lasted that long. And that was basically a good 6 minutes of Joseline just going off.
Yeah.
And Wendy being over it. Yeah, it was quite.
Wendy said, "Can we unplug her?"
Yeah, can we cut this? But you know what? She really sealed her at the end when she said, she was like, "My floor manager is telling me to wrap it up. I'm sure you know what that is." She said something like this. I fell out. I said, "Ooh." I said, "Well, I'm sure the woman on the number one show in the country would know what that is."
No. What else she did? Joseline tried Wendy too. She said, "Cause I own my own show, like you should."
Oh yes, but she said, don't forget about the part where she talked about it's a streaming app. If you don't know what that is, cause ask somebody in the audience or ask your production people. It was a lot going on.
I know you're not used.
Yeah, I know you can.
You know what else kind of took me out? Because Wendy tries it. Wendy gonna talk about, because Bonnie Bella, she's 2 now. Nah, girl, you know that girl not 2.
She said she's 4. I was like, ooh, Wendy, now where'd you get this fact from? Because Wendy do be off sometimes, Chandler. I ain't gonna say I would put her right up there with Love B. Scott if I had to go by reliability. But
Wendy said, then she said, "Oh, okay, beautiful girl."
It was a mess. That interview was doomed. They should have cut the camera. I'm surprised they even posted shit on YouTube. Yeah. It was embarrassing on both ends, in my opinion. I mean, Wendy held her own. It was her show, but, obviously the purpose of the interview was for her to advertise her show and that she was speaking about. And so before we close out, I want to ask you, do you feel like she missed the opportunity to promote the show?
I think that she did. Honestly, even if Joseline to be a little catty, and this is real honesty, Josh started off like, if she wanted to say, well, I hope it's in a good manner. When Wendy said, I probably wouldn't notice you because you always look different every time I see you, but in a good way. She should have been like, oh, well, I received that because I'm always trying to evolve or something like that. I always try to recreate myself. And then she should go ahead and ask about the shoe cam, put her shoe in, and then Wendy probably would have went straight into, so tell us about Joseline's Cabaret. It comes on every Sunday on Zeus Network at such and such and such. Da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. This show is hilarious. The girls are crazy. I know that you see what's going on in the media right now with the double homicide. Oh my God, I was so shocked. It took me out. Blah blah blah. And she should have just really did what she could do to plug Joseline's Cabaret, because if it's number one on Zeus right now, that means it's number one on Zeus. But you want it to be, you want to have the number one show in the country. Well, you on one of the number one shows in the country right now. So this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
This is your
calling you, child. It's okay. Yeah, I agree. And so
Sorry.
to add to that, it's okay. To add to that, I definitely think it was a missed opportunity. I think it was a moment to where she really should have plugged herself, because honestly, we heard nothing about Joseline's Cabaret but the time that she mentioned it, and at the very end when before Wendy was going out, she was reading a cue card, you know? So honestly, I think it was a bad business move. Wendy's platform is huge, whether it be negative or not. And honestly, like, to be able to be on that platform, I think this was the best opportunity for Joseline to be able to show that she really has grown and really get those flowers by being on the show and just talking to Wendy, marketing her business, and taking those little shade points and then escalate. But she didn't give Wendy the opportunity to do whatever she was accusing her of doing, because she had came in on ready, and unfortunately it made the whole interview go left. It never went anywhere.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. We're talking about it, but we're not talking about her show. We're talking about Joseline, which is a part of the show, but we're talking about how Wendy got Joseline together, unfortunately, and that's never a good thing.
We're talking the number one show in the country, Wendy Williams. We're not even really talking about. I'm just talking.
I just want to know. I'm like, is she number one? Because I need to figure out what's the number one show in the country. Let me Google it real quick. But go ahead.
Yes, because you know what else took me out too? Johnson said, because you should be proud of all women. Wendy said, but I'm not. I'm not proud of all women.
She did say that.
And I mean, that's the truth, because I'm not proud.
Let's see.
What's the number one? What's the number one?
Ooh,
I should have Googled it.
Child. I mean, it's like, it's a sports, child. Somebody, I don't know. If you know what the number one country is in America or the country right now, you let us know in the comments below, because we ain't got time to look for it. But apparently, according to this show and this stream, it's Joseline Cabaret Season 2, and it should be coming out very soon. Double homicide. You got any final thoughts you want to add before we close out?
Joseline, next time for me, when you go on a mega platform to promote your show, try to actually promote your show. Please. Now, you want us to give you your roses. Oh, my God.
That's all right. Somebody is calling Robert, and they want to talk to him. So, go ahead real quick.
Y'all. If you want me to give you your roses and acknowledge that you evolved, show me that you evolved, okay? Yeah. And that's it.
Okay. Shit. Well, with that being said, we're going to lean out. Like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We came in to lean in real quick. We're about to lean back out because, like, as Robert said, child, we about leaned over. Make sure you check out our upcoming review for the part 2 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta recap that comes out next Monday. It's going to be live, of course. And if you're watching The Circle, there's a new video coming up for episodes 9 through 12 featuring myself and Kanubi. So until then, like, subscribe, comment, all things Aline. We're about to get out of here, and we will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.